Good morning, everybody. This is TJ with the PTU Trend Jumper and netpicks.com. It is Friday. We are still in our Trend Jumper launch, a few more days, and then we're going to shut it down. It's been an amazing week. We've got a lot of new members. I'm really excited to start working with them. And new members were treated today to a real tour de force. Crude oil trading, using our trade plan that we do live in the trade room, literally paid for the entire cost of the Trend Jumper. This was this morning's trade starting at 8:50. You could see right at 8:50. There's a reason we use 8:50 as our start time. It's what we've been doing for years. It works really well. When you're at the right edge of the chart, that's a pretty nice little profit from 101.69 to 101.54. Crude oil was about to roll over. Of course, we really don't know this is going to happen, right? But Trend Jumper gets us in front of the move. We take half our position off at that middle target. We're trailing now the green dotted line, and then this happens. And it just keeps going and going. Advanced traders could add to their position. They could add here. They could add here. Not really doing that with futures. We're definitely using this technique with Forex. And it makes it all the way down to 100.81. So it got short at 101.69. This was an 88-cent move, right? And at $10 a penny, that's an $880 move per contract. Add that another 150, and you've got a $1,030 trade, basically. And we go for two winners and a positive result. So we still need one more winner. You can see a long trade sets up next, right there at the edge of your chart. The entry is at 100.86. It's going to 100.98, little 12-cent move, and it jumps right up to that target. The stop moves up to lock in and take the risk off the second half of the position, and then it comes back down. And look how accurate that target was. That's what we love about Trend Jumper. It's like jumping off a trampoline. As soon as you hit the top, the end of your momentum up, that's where we want to grab our profit. Meanwhile, we're protecting our other half of our position. And that's just textbook Trend Jumper trading right there. And that's how our crude oil session ended today, up a total of 116 ticks, $1.16 for 1,160 bucks, and it ended the week up over $3. That's a $3,000 week for crude oil trading, and it made all new record profit levels again, dating all the way back since October 5th. So the Trend Jumper just keeps on doing what it does, keeps on working. How about heating oil? Heating oil has won 25 of the last 26 sessions, and today it ended positive again. The first trade started out right at 9, and it just ticked in, turned around, and went the other way. So that one ended up losing 24 ticks per position, but because of that real favorable risk-reward ratio, it only took one winner to turn that around. You can see it gets up to here. We move the stop up, take the risk off the trade. It pokes up, hits the full target, and you could visualize the risk-reward when you draw lines on the stop and the entry like so. So you're risking the amount between those two lines. You're taking half your position off right there. So it's nearly 2 to 1. So losing on two positions, you just about make it all back with one position on the next winner. And then we just trail second position, and that one got about just as far as the target this time. Sometimes you can pick up a big move. But the session ended with 27 ticks, two trades, over 300 ticks for the week on heating oil as well. The other day there was a 244 tick trade, Wednesday the 9th. You gotta love it when the stars align for us. This was at 9:03, first trade of the day. Remember, we start at 9 a.m., hits the target basically 1 minute later, and then we picked up a huge move like this. It looks just like the crude oil trade. That was good for 244 ticks in total. That happened on Wednesday. Heating oil, one of the best kept secrets, I think, in the day trading world. For us stay-at-home traders, this is an awesome market to trade. It's just been so consistent with the Trend Jumper. All right, so we got to start paying attention. Was hoping to pick up a soybean trade, but it's moving a little too quick. It's already gone too far too fast. So we will keep an eye on that. Let's see what's happening with the Dow eMini. So the Dow eMini looking a little choppy. We do have a trade we can get into, but we have to wait until 8:32. So we've got another minute or two to wait. This could leave without us here. Still got another 45 seconds to go. It may be too late to pick this up. We'll see what happens. Just going to stay with the trade plan. No, we'll see.
Order filled.
All right, I'm in the trade. We'll put the stop at 51. Cancel that. Target's going to go to 17. And the Dow eMini has been perfect all week. It's won its first trade. Power of quitting 1. We get our full winner. And the Dow eMini has just been hitting new record profit levels all week for us. And let's see if we can make it a perfect week by winning our first trade today. Hopefully I didn't just jinx it. But that is the first trade of the trade plan, so that's the trade we take. Dow eMini up 135 points already. Yesterday it made 34 points. The day before 20 points. The day before that 31 points. And it started the week on the 7th with a 50-point trade. So the Dow eMini has been trading great. We love the volatility that we're getting in the markets. Trend Jumper loves it too. It's what it's designed for. All right, we got to think about this stop and reverse here now. Support was pretty strong. If we flip over, we'll be targeting 15062. And the stop will be at 15037.
Order filled.
Well, I guess a perfect week was too much to ask for the YM. Looked like it wanted to break through, but then it wasn't able to. All right, meanwhile, soybeans picked up its winner today.
Order filled.
All right, full target. Let's lock in a tick. Hopefully it keeps going higher. The Pro calculator that we're using for the YM has adjusted the stop down below the key level of 50, but when I get to a full target, I like to make sure my trailer is at least covered. I don't want to take a loss on that one. It could be the difference of staying in on a bigger move. If it comes down and stops out here and then heads higher, the key level adjustment would have been a good thing to do, but just as a general rule, if I hit my full target, I like to lock in a tick on the trailer, and I just do things the same way every time. I want to be consistent with my approach. So I've moved my stop from 49 up to 52, as you can see. And we definitely need to get into rally mode and hopefully stay in a move to the upside to offset that earlier loss, which was a larger trade. So if this trade moves and keeps going, we'll be able to make up that loss and hopefully be done with the session. Perfect session the first 4 days. Today we started with a loser. That's going to happen. Just keep trading, stay with the trade plan. Trend Jumper recovers quickly. And the stop is going to start getting some traction here if this keeps going. And I wasn't focusing on soybeans today just because of the video. Wanting to trade the Dow eMini. You can see the first trade of the day right here started at 8:33, and soybeans, the first trade was a winner. I'm going to go ahead and short it right here. And I realize it's one tick before the low of the day that was just made, but I want to take advantage of this trend. We've had the early crossover, the jump trade, the next jump trade here. Odds are this will be a good trade too, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab that one. And we'll move our stop up now to 5.4. I realize we've got all this at risk. I just want to give this a chance to do its thing. The stop's about ready to move up to 5.8 any moment. As soon as this bar closes, and that stop will little by little work its way up. There it goes. Soybeans got short, you see. Got to pay attention to this one. If I can get to money management, and my stop is moved up, definitely want to get more out of this trade than that. But you know what? Market doesn't really care what I want. Got to take what the market wants to give. If you could have that philosophy with your trading,
Order filled.
post consistent winners. So it looks like we still need another trade to get positive today on the Dow eMini, and it looks like we're going to get another long setup here. Want to get a strong push so we can make new highs on the session. There we go, 71, and that one is targeting 82. These are not big trades, and the stop is at 5.9. I got that little swing low there at 5.8. I will put this down to 5.7. It does skew the risk reward a little bit. Let's see if we can get another leg up. We had a pretty strong move up. Not much of a reaction. Notice the jump line really shows us where that reaction is likely to finish. Helps us set up another leg to the upside. It will have to break through the high of the day. Normally I'm going to adjust around it, but it's a small trade and we have upside momentum, so I'm just going to go with the printed trade. Meanwhile, on soybeans, money management reached. Now I'm going to lock in a
Order
tick,
filled.
and we'll see if we can pick up another winner. The first trade of the day is still going. This would be the next trade. I'm just so confident in trend jumper targets and trend jumper setups. Soybeans trade so well, and now I'm in a risk-free position. So whatever happens there, worst case, I get one tick. Meanwhile, on the Dow, that did trigger in. Now does it have enough to push it through? Usually I'm going to make a little adjustment to get up around that high of the day, but it could still poke through and then head lower, right? And so you're giving up a lot. When you look at the profile, I would have gotten in up in here. Where am I going to put my target? There's not really a lot of room. It's a small trade, and I've already
Order
adjusted
filled.
the stop down, right? So there it goes, breaking through anyway, you see? Meanwhile, soybeans did stop out for only one tick. That's all right. If I break through the 75 level, I will move my stop up to the unadjusted level. The quarter century marks are key levels, and you just got to expect it's going to stall right there at 7.5 until it can gather its strength to push through. So you just have to expect that. There we go. Almost hitting money management. We actually need to get up to 8.1. I want a 10 tick trade. There it is. Now I'm going to lock in a tick. Just missed the full target by one tick, so hopefully it pushes through. I got no risk on this trade. All we need is a little lift. You see how the stop is in the middle of the bar here?
Order filled.
It only gave me 1 point on that. Just missing that target. We do have another setup at 83. Throw that one in there. 15.069 is the stop on that one, and the target is at 103. See if this rally can continue. It's been such an easy week for the Dow eMini. Today it's making us work a little harder. Sometimes you get stopped out with one tick. You know, you benefit from that when the market goes against you. Every now and then it gets you out of the trade a little too soon, and perhaps just working the jump line would have been a better approach. But I like to be consistent, do it the same way every time. And there it is, it would have hit the target. But the trade plan is the trade plan. It's
Order
been
filled.
making new record profit levels on a regular basis. Not going to argue with it. Just going to follow it. Go with the next trade. So let's see how this one does. The original soybean trade is still going, so that one's doing great still. Like I said, I missed that this morning, unfortunately. We could expect that this is going to stall at the 100 level, if you can get that high. Alright, we're a few ticks shy of money management. Hopefully it pops through and hits our target, and we will be done with power of quitting. 1 tick shy of money management. Need one more tick. There it is. Let's move our stops.
Order filled.
And there's full target. So we're going to have our goals set today. That gets us positive for the day and for the week. Now we just trail. Let's see how much we can get on this one. Yeah, is it unfortunate we got stopped out down here on this trade? It is. It came up a little tight, came down. You could trail the green dotted line. You could have kept the stop a little bit lower, and clearly that would have been the better decision. But you see how we come right back in with the next setup and hit our winner? There's more than one way to trade Trend Jumper. I just try to stay with the same approach and be consistent. Do it the same way every time. Sometimes you get bumped out of a trade. We saw that in soybeans as well. You know, I got the second trade here, and it did end up hitting the target, but it hit money management first. Now, I could have just stuck with the green dotted line again, and then that would have allowed the trade to go down. That's not a bad approach. You can certainly do it that way. But this was not the first trade of the day. The first trade of the day was here, and the trade plan was already completed. So I was being a little cavalier taking that trade, so I decided to play it really tight. And I always lock in a tick when I get to that first target. So again, it was just about being consistent. But you could see that this trade here was also a full winner, 2 points to the full target and 2 1/4 points on the trailer. So soybeans picked up 4 1/4 points today. Meanwhile, the YM still going, and we got to move our stop up 15.088. So following, that's the jump line. So we would go to 8.6, but then I'm going to adjust that down to 8.4. So look at where it's at. It's still at 8.4. So it's not ready to lock in. Hopefully it doesn't come crashing down hard and keeps going up so that we can get this stop to move higher, higher, higher. Just move to 88. So we'll go ahead and do that. I mean, this is all gravy at this point. We've already gotten positive on the session and positive on the week. This trade puts us up to, well, we're going to be up over 10 points already on the day, and maybe more if this keeps on going up. But remember, we were already up 135 points on the week. And the philosophy of taking what the market wants to give you continues to serve us well. Now I can move my stop up another tick to 8.9. Could expect to pull back into the jump line and maybe another leg up. And if we get the leg up first, that would even be better. Stop will move up to 15.093 when this bar closes. If this jump line stays at 95, we'll move up to here. So little by little, inching our way higher, trying to give this trade every chance to go the distance. As far as where that distance might be, we don't know yet. But you don't want to jump the gun, because if it does keep rallying, we could pick up a really large move. We saw that all week long. First trade of the day on Monday picked up 50 points. So this trade can do it too. That's why we just be patient, follow the strategy. Just another trade. Whatever the outcome, it's the strategy and the trade plan is what makes us money. Alright, let's get it up there to 53. 2 ticks below the jump line. And hopefully this pullback to the jump line will hold to set up another move up. This is the time of year where you could just expect a lot of profits to be made day trading. We'll be able to move our stop up one more tick to 94, depending on where this bar closes. And that does go to 94. And we'll see. Hopefully it heads higher. It looks like it may roll over here, but you never know. That jump line is really great at establishing support under a trending move. This is where the name Trend Jumper comes from. And you can see the accuracy of the jump trade that we took. Yeah, it overshot the target a little bit, but we're protected by trailing the jump line with the second half of our position. Another jump trade. We're already in this trade. We're not adding to our position. We're already positive. We don't want to put our profits at risk at this point. Staying with the trade plan. But you can see the quality of the trade and the accuracy of the target. Our stop can move up to, let's see, the jump line goes to 103, so we can go up to 99. So we're locking in more. Look at that. And the jump line continuing to show us the line in the sand. Momentum still on the upside. as long as that bar keeps closing above the jump line. But we could see that each swing is starting to slow down, right? We had a nice one here, nice burst, kind of accelerated away from the jump line, pulled back down, another jump. Look at that. That's what the jump is all about. Now, what happens next, we shall see. But I will move my stop up to 102 if this bar closes above, because the jump line's at 105. Actually, I'll move it to 103, 2 ticks below, and lock in as much as I possibly can on this move. And who knows, it may just jump even higher here. But it looks like momentum might be waning to the upside. Either that or it's just kind of gathering its strength. I do want to see this bar close above the jump line so that I can move my stop up. And actually, I could move my stop, well, yeah, keep it at 99. This is the number I'm looking at, 105, depending on this bar closing. I want it to close above the jump line, and then I'll move it to 2 ticks below the jump line. Otherwise, I won't move it at all. So getting down to the wire, you see it didn't close above the jump line. It closed on the jump line. So I'm not going to move my stop. And it's nicely placed because it's hiding behind the key level of 15,100. So I'm just going to leave it there. This is good for 20 points, by the way. That was 11. This one over here was 7. The trailer. This was 1 times 2 positions. And this one's still going. And we need green. We want to see green close above the jump line so we can move our stop higher. See, if I would have moved my stop too soon, I would have stopped out already. I'd be done with the trade. And this could come off and take us out, but I have a chance to stay in for a bigger move. Just following the plan. Let's see if that 100 level is strong enough to give us support.
Order filled.
And that's the end of the trade. Came down and filled us at 15,099. That was good for 16 points. And so we finish with plus 22 for the session. And that is our power of quitting goal, 22 points. Like I said, yesterday we were one and done with 34 points. Wednesday, one and done for 20 points. Tuesday, one and done for 31 points. Monday, one and done for 50 points. Today took 4 trades, and we're done with 22 points. And we finish with 157 points on the week. And of course, I log all my trades in my spreadsheet. This is the UTA spreadsheet. It's pre-programmed for logging trades. These are the trades. You can see I've labeled each setup. I've got my totals here. You can see the weekly total from before. It was up 133 last week, up 157 this week. And this is what it's done since we started way back last November of 2012. And you can see that this last trade, if you look really carefully here, new record profit levels again today. In fact, I'll blow it up so you can see that. See how it just kind of jumped right on up? This is all this week. Every single session has been a new record profit level. The first trade gave a little hiccup to the downside, but then the next trades put us positive. And this is how we do it at the PTU Trend Jumper with the Trend Jumper strategy here at netpicks.com. It's what we teach in the live trade rooms. These are the markets we're trading every day. Thanks for joining me on this video, everybody. I hope you have a great weekend. This is TJ with the PTU Trend Jumper and netpicks.com. See you next time.